Hey, in this 5 minute quickie, I want to talk about an embarrassing little story of mine. And it proves something that sometimes I think we forget. And it is in simplicity there's genius. And it is like mastering, knowing what you do, doing what you know. But even more simple than that. You see, I was away. And I had a portable recorder. It's a really good recorder. And I love it. And I got so involved, I forgot something. You see, I was recording a longer podcast. I was so involved, so excited about it. There I was, chatting away. And I was getting more and more involved. Because I thought to myself, just feels good. It feels so good because I was excited before I started. I'd set my intention. Things were just going and flowing and flowing and flowing. And what happened? I'll tell you what happened. And it was embarrassing. Because when I look back and I looked at the recording device, it was off. Now, it was on when I started. Are you sure? Are you sure it was on? It was on. It was definitely on when I started. And I looked. And guess what I saw? No batteries. The batteries had run out. Now, I know, and I've listened to so many people always saying, check your batteries first. Always check your batteries. And it is so simple, isn't it? Isn't it so simple to do the basics? But how often do we do that? How often do we jump into things without just thinking, well, what is my little routine? Because if I just spend those minutes and they are just maybe only a minute, to do that routine, and you just start to then flow. Now, I know you're going to think, well, it probably just comes as a habit, doesn't it? But it should do. Well, it does now. It does now. And the silly thing is I could have even plugged it into the mains, and I didn't. So I had to start all again. Now, I could have berated myself, and I did. I did a little bit. And then I thought, well, at least I've had a dry run. A very, 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 very long dry run, but I've had a dry run. But I just wanted you to think in the future. Learning from other people's mistakes. See, I heard about it from people, and I thought, well, that's so silly. Of course you wouldn't ever forget to check, would you? You'd never forget to check. You'd never just dive straight into something, wouldn't you? So this is just my little experience of reminding me to do the basics first. Just because it's simple, just because it's easy. That small step first to set yourself out. It's even as much as setting your intention. Setting your intention to do something and then doing the steps that are going to create that. So that's a 5-minute musing. It's a very short 5-minute musing because we're not even 5 minutes yet. But I just want you to think, what type of things do you maybe do that you do just without thinking? And sometimes we might just want to come back and look at that again and say, well, do I do it every time? Is there a time when I should just stop and pause and go, what are the things I need to do first to make sure things go as best as they can? Because what I found is now, when I do those simple things, and then I start off in the project, whatever I'm doing, I'm so much more relaxed because I'm confident I've got the foundations right. And yes, I'm doing the same things. Oh, well, you know this, Cluffy. But yeah, just for 30 seconds, I just check. Check that things are working. Check whatever you need. Have I got the right things? Have I got the right equipment? Have I got everything? Have I got the right timing? Have I got whatever it is you need in a project? Just check. Because it will save you time. Because in that experience of mine, 30 seconds would have saved me half an hour. And I could have recorded something else. But I didn't. Anyway, I just wanted to share some embarrassing story with you that has the useful message. So it's not just about listening to people say, oh yeah, it's a good idea. Think of the consequences. And think of the consequences to me. And you go, oh, I'm going to learn from Cluffy. There you go. Learn from Cluffy. It's a bit embarrassing, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but I just wanted to share that with you because it's a 5-minute musing. These are things that help us just do the things more comfortably. Because I know now I check so many things just before that 30 seconds. Have I just got everything in order? Yeah, I'm cool to go. And then I can really give my 100% attention to it now. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. It's just a little bit of banter sort of thing, but it has something I think we can all just remember. If we just remember it, so it's a reminder, it could save you hours and hours. And we want to save you time so you can achieve all your dreams. Because in that time when you're saving, you might get that one bit of inspiration. That one thing that will make the difference. A difference that makes a difference. So enjoy. Have fun. Okay. I'll see you next time on a 5-minute quickie. It's time to fly, my friend.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome to the 5-minute quickie. And if you're new here, just a little explanation what a 5-minute quickie podcast is with the Personal Development Unplugged podcast. But it's basically me just musing and hopefully getting you to muse, to think. Think about different things just over, say, 5 minutes, and maybe you'll take them away. Those thoughts, develop them, and maybe we can develop them together in a longer podcast. Sometimes they'll be, they're never 5 minutes, I tell you that now, or very rarely. There may even be a little process there, I don't know, but it's things that I've come across, read, heard, and just something I want to share with you. Just to think and to probe and get ourselves in a way that we can just keep striving to be that little bit different, a little bit better, so we can be the change we want to see in others and be the change we want to be in ourselves. Just a thought. Just becoming aware of maybe what is new, what we can do. When we start thinking of things like that, I believe it means we start to create those things as well. Because you have a feeling. The feeling that those thoughts generate, and that feeling will, I think, resonate into action and results. Anyway, that's a quick roundup intro of the 5-minute quickie.